Okay. So for those who are experienced, you are also welcome. And for those who are not experienced, who are fresher, they are also welcome over here. So how to get a PDI? First, we will be discussing here that, okay. Another thing, don't mind, but you all can chat with me as well as you can unmute yourself. And if you have any question during the session, you can please like you can be I don't have any kind of problem in taking your questions during the session itself. Okay, good, everyone. All right. So just let me know if you have got the PDIs. Okay. It is very easy. What you need to do, you just need to press the link in the browser. Okay, and after that you will be logging in, and here either you will see start building here, or you have to, and if anyone is facing issue in getting the PDI, let me know as well. Not a problem, I will try to help you out. Okay, so I'm giving you 5 minutes. Okay, be ready with your PDI so that we can start. All right, everyone. Yeah. Okay. Vishwa. Yes. Zurich version. Okay. Yeah. Sure, Vishwa. Everyone, I have given this link. Okay. So that you can, if you don't have a PDI, then get it from there. If you do have a PDI, use that one, Zurich version. Okay. No problem. Okay. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. You will request for the PDI and it will take at least 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys, you have got 5 minutes to get the PDI. Meanwhile, those who have already got the PDI, just text in the chat that PDI. Okay, that is enough for me to understand that how many people have got the PDI, so that I can go ahead with the session. Okay, Prajakta has got it. Okay, a lot of people has got it. Great. If anyone needs any help, you can share your screen. Not a problem. I'm ready to help. Okay. Almost 5 to 6 people have got the PDIs. Okay, so if your PDI is slipping, not a problem. Please awake your PDI. Okay, click on the start building and be ready with your PDI, everyone. Meanwhile, while everyone is getting their PDIs, I have got few questions for you. Here, people are actually experienced, and as well as few are freshers, few have no experience with ServiceNow. Okay, I want to know from you guys. Okay, do you have any understanding of what is the difference between a global and a scoped application? Anyone who wants to answer just can unmute yourself. Okay, great, Yasmin. Okay, anyone who wants to answer? No idea? Okay, no problem. If you don't have any idea about what is the difference between uh, a scoped application, yes. If anyone
Hi,
wants to,
Tausya. Yeah,
yeah, hi.
scoped application is like we do that in the particular scope, like whether it
Mhm,
is ServiceNow, AWA, or
mhm.
implement now or something like in that particular scope. But if it is a global, we do it all overall the system.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, thank you.
all right.
Sorry, I could try too, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So basic,
Yes,
yeah, my name is
Atafo,
Agba.
right?
So Yeah, Tafo,
Akbar.
yeah. So
Okay.
the scope application is basically like
Mhm,
you're creating an application in its own scope, so it gives
mhm,
boundaries and to basically your configurations. I call them update child update sets within your scope. So when you're building, it's like I'll just call it from it's like a container when you're building an application. All your configurations are saved in that scoped application. While for the global scope is basically all the platform applications that have been built is basically built just the same way built in a
yes.
global scope has been built uh, in the global application scope. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, just my basically.
No. Akbar, you are making sense actually. You are correct. Okay. So the
Yeah.
thing is that when it comes to a scoped application, all its configuration, all its file, everything that we build for a scoped application is actually inside a container, and it does not interfere with any, existing application. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
That is the main thing. And when it comes to, and it is easy to migrate. Okay, easy to migrate, easy to upgrade your application if you are creating a scoped application. But when it comes to global application, like ServiceNow, when it is started, it has only the global application. So a lot of out of box tables that you see are in global scope, like incident table, problem table, etc., or the user table, right? Okay, so these are the out of box tables, and it will stay in the global application. The reason is that multiple custom application can access these tables. Get it? Everyone is clear?
Okay.
S-
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you.
when it's come to global application, it is like, you can say it is the shared space. Okay. Like just your dining hall, all right, where everyone can come and have their lunch and dinner. Okay. On the same table, on the same chair, right? Because it is a shared space. But when it comes to the scoped application, it is like your bedroom where no one can enter without your permission. But if you give the permission, of course, like a application can also access tables, business rule from other applications as well. Okay, all right, but it requires permission. Okay, everyone is clear? So what is the recommendation of ServiceNow? ServiceNow recommends that we create a scoped application instead of creating global applications. Okay, all right, because it is easy for migration, it is easy for upgrade as well. Okay, anyone has any question? You can actually raise your hand if you have any question, if you're not able to understand anything. And I think by this time now everyone is ready with their PDI, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Yes, Mallikarjun, you are
Yes.
correct. Global is out of box tables. Okay. Hmm. Cos has also said that global for everyone is scoped application for only for some specific user. Yes, actually, you can also say that. Okay. When we are creating the scoped application, we can also make it visible to only or accessible to only few users by adding the admin roles. Okay. Or by adding a specific roles. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that you all have got your PDIs. Okay. Now, how to create a scoped application? Okay. Anyone has any idea how to create a scoped application? Where we should navigate? You can drop in the chat. Okay. Very good. Very good. Studio. All right. All right. So there are multiple ways. Okay. So first of all, uh, one of you have said that we should go to App Engine Studio, right? Okay, so we have got Creator Studio, we have also got App Engine Studio, and we have also got Studio. This is the one that is recommended, but I will open both of this for you, okay, so that you do understand what is the difference, okay, and which one we should use. All right. Okay, from the global app picker. All right. Okay. Now, if you go to App Engine Studio, you will see that ServiceNow Studio. Okay, because here it is also recommending that go to the ServiceNow Studio to create any global or a scoped application. Okay, so what we will do, either you click on try it out or you directly go to ServiceNow Studio and do it from there. All right, everyone is clear? It is the recommendation, but you will find that App Engine Studio has almost the same features as your ServiceNow Studio. In fact, ServiceNow Studio is much better in compared to UI. Okay, because the UI is more comfortable. But here you have got few, tutorials, etc., that can help you if you want to see this one. Okay, you can also use few templates if you want to. Okay, uh, here, as this is my new PDI, I have especially got it for the session only. Okay, so you won't see any app already here. Okay, now to create an app, on the right hand side you have got the option to create. Another option that you have got is the to the left hand side, the plus sign, right? Everyone can see it. So you click either here or you click either here, doesn't matter. Okay. In fact, you can also import app. So if you have created app and probably it is somewhere else, okay, you can also import it. Okay. But today we will be focusing only on creating the app. All right. From the scratch. All right. Everyone is on their app ServiceNow Studio, right? In the PDI. Correct? Okay. Who is not Vishwa? Yes, Vishwa, I am sharing my screen. Okay. What about others? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can
Or
see.
okay, great,
Vishwa, I
great.
think you can just rejoin the session once again. Yeah.
Okay. I have reshared as well for you, Vishwa. Okay. But if you still face issue, please can you see it now? Okay. Who is saying can you repeat once? Okay. What you want to repeat? What you want me to repeat, Matha? Just put it in the chat, no problem. Okay. So I will be looking at your chat in every 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So if you have anything important, if you did not understand anything, please drop it in the chat. Okay, so what we will do, as I told you, either you click over here or you go here. Okay, there is another way as well here also. From here also, this is a drop down. You can directly go to ServiceNow Studio, ServiceNow ID, and ServiceNow Creator Studio as well. You are already in the ServiceNow Studio. Okay, let me click on the plus sign and we will be creating an app. Okay, great. If you can see the screen, that is great. Okay, now see here, you have got another option which is with Creator Studio. Okay, why with Creator Studio? Because Creator Studio is going to help you. It is already there is an app, and based on that app, you can create your form, record producer, etc. But what we want to create from scratch. Another thing, like you can use with Now Assist, okay, which is AI, generative AI, okay, enabled. Um, Tool by ServiceNow, but this is not available in PDIs. All right, not available in the PDIs. So I will start from this on your own. Just click on this and click on continue. So the most important thing is now the name of the app. Okay, so let me tell you what is the story behind this app that I'm going to build today. So the story is that there is a company which is called Technova. The company name could be anything. Okay, I'm just letting you know about the story because it is important. The like, why we are, the scenarios we should know. So this company is growing up, like there is already 500 employees and now they are growing up. Maybe in future they will have almost 1,000 employees. Now the thing is that everyone is doing certain kind of request. Maybe someone wants the laptop, someone wants the tablet, someone wants the mobile phone, okay, keyboard, headphone, etc., etc. So a lot of request is coming up, and currently they are actually facing a lot of issue to maintain this request, okay, and they are not able to fulfill any, like sometimes they are missing the demand, like it is, if someone is, if a particular employee is demanding for a laptop or requesting for a laptop, it is taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe more than that, okay, to provide the laptop or to provide the specific device that they have requested. Now what they want to streamline this entire thing, okay, so that they can easily fulfill the demands and the request of their employees, okay, and no one is sitting idle, okay, in the office with an excuse, get it? Because if you don't have a laptop, okay, and the recommendation is that you must work from your office laptop, then obviously you won't be able to work, okay, getting it, everyone? All right, now the story is clear to everyone.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, all right. So now here we will be adding the name of the uh, app, employee or request management. Okay, you can follow me. So why we are creating this app? To fulfill the request of employees for different items. Okay. Now here itself you can actually select whether it should be a scoped application or it should be global application. So as we are focusing on the scoped application, we will select the scoped application. Another thing that you can do, if you have a logo or something for your application, you can actually drag the logo and drop it here, or you can browse through your computer. Okay, now I have clicked on the continue. So once you click on the continue, you will be redirected to this page where you can add a specific role. As someone said in the chat, that scoped applications are user specific. Okay, it is not user specific, but yes, it is role specific. Okay, so you can create roles and then to the user you can assign those roles. All right, so right now I do not want to make it specific to any role. I just want to use the default role, which is admin, and I will be deleting this one. But later on you can create roles, okay, you can create ACLs for this application and you can make it like available to only few. So here this application would be available only to the admin right now, okay, which is the default admin role. Continue. Up to this, everyone is clear, right? Okay. Mm, all right. Why it is throwing the error? Just give me 1 second, guys. Don't worry if you are getting any error. Okay, please rename your applications. Okay, because few applications are actually in existence. Okay, for example, employee request management, this is the name I suggested, right? Okay, so if something similar to this scope exists, okay, or the name exists, it may throw some error sometimes. Okay, so if you're facing this issue, not a problem, just add application name, okay, in your app. Okay, now here you have got four options: data, okay, experience like creating portals for your mobile phone, for your laptop, okay, tabs, etc. Automation like creating flow, etc. here. And then security is related to your ACLs, etc. And here when it comes to data, so like creating tables, creating forms, creating different kind of um, modules, etc. All right, so right now we will be focusing on the data part, so I will click on the create file. Everyone is with me, right?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Okay, great, great. So far anyone is facing any issue, let me know. So if you are with me, that is great. All right, you can drop in the chat that how far you have reached, have you created the application or not. So when you are here, the first thing that I want to create is the application menu. Why? Because if you go over here in the main window of the service now, you would not be able to find this particular application, right? Okay, because here it does not exist in like in the filter navigation. Okay, everything that you see here, these are the application menus and these are the modules added over here, right? So if you don't have an application menu and you don't have a module inside it, you would not be able to see it. So the first thing that we can do is we can create an application menu. Okay, all right, so just type here application menu and you will find this one. Okay, application menu, mind it, it is sys underscore app underscore application, just like this one. Okay, and click on continue. All right,
This underscore UI, that's the one, right?
no. Sys underscore app underscore.
App application. Okay, that's it. Thank
Yes,
you very
okay, no problem. Now here you will see this error. Okay, this is basically for the catalog builder. Okay, this error is coming, so don't focus on the error, just click on this. Now type so it is going to be the employee request management app. Okay, so the name of the menu is almost similar to the name of the application that I have created. Okay, the roles, here also you can be very specific that who can see this menu. So I'm going to add a role here which is like admin. I want it to be visible only to the admin right now, but later on you can actually change this feature by adding more roles, not a problem at all. Mm, okay. Here is the admin. You can take multiple roles by selecting multiple roles, not a problem, but I am using just the admin right now. What is the category for it? It is obviously a custom application. You can add a hint here. You can also add a description. Okay, right now I am leaving it. Okay, just save it. Okay, now we are done. So from here itself, actually, you can add the modules. But the thing is that modules are some kind of, either it is an experience, either it is a table, it is something. Okay, so we haven't created any experience yet, right? Okay, let me just refresh it. And here, okay, now from here, I want to create, before I go and add the modules, I want to create an a file or a table for it, right? So that I can add it in the module. So what I will do, I am here inside the employee request management. I will click on the plus sign once again. Okay, this time you can click on the file. Okay, all right, just click on the file. Okay, now if you are in the global application, please check. Okay, if it is showing the global application, please change it to employee request management application. Okay, all right, and in the search file types, type table. Okay, everyone is with me, right? So far,
Yes.
okay, okay. If anyone is facing any kind of issue, please let me know. Okay, and you can also share your screen, not a problem. Okay, just drop a message and then you share your message. Rohini is asking, is recorded session available now? Okay. Uh, Rohini, actually, Tosif sir would be able to answer you about this at the end of the session. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's select the table. Yes.
Now how to reach here actually. So I lost. I
Okay.
see the
Okay.
table. I see the same thing. I created one. I see the role on the left side, role application menu. So
Mm-hmm.
Which one to click here?
Okay. Just
Role
give
of
me 1 second. Let
employee.
me go back. Yeah. Where? No. See,
Uh-huh.
can you see this plus sign here? Create plus sign. Do you see
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Vishwa?
yeah. I
Okay.
created
Just
app
click on.
already. Oh,
Okay.
create file.
No.
File this
Create file. Yes.
file this time. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Okay, but mind it, it is selected this employee request management, or here when you are
Mm-hmm.
clicking on the file, it should be
Correct.
application, should be employee request management application. Okay, if it is
Yeah,
global, everyone, if it is global, please change it to employee request management application.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, I can understand Rohini completely with you. I can understand. Don't worry. Okay, you will get help from us. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah. So select the table. All right. Everyone is with me, right? Who are not able to follow, no worries. Focus on the session. Okay. Continue. Click on the continue after selecting the table. Now, anyone has any idea what is a table?
A table contains the data of
Mm-hmm.
employee or any kind of information about the CA
Okay.
information or like a process information, right?
Okay. But how will you define it? Like, if I
Oh,
tell you, yeah, to define the table, how would you define it?
Set of
by
row and
adding the
columns.
yes,
Yes, yes. Go ahead. One by one. All
I
right.
was
Who was
saying
saying? No problem, Vishwa. It's okay. Shubham. It contains record. Very good. Group of records. Collection of records. Okay. Consists of rows and columns. Gotham.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Storing records. Yes. Yes. Okay. I want more answers from you guys. System definition. Tables. Okay. Was.
perfect. Yeah,
Okay. Was that is, yeah. Correct. Was that is to create your table, right? Okay. We are not going, okay. Once you are here, you don't have to leave this place, right? You can create your table here itself. Okay, I am going to create table here itself, but yes, you guys can create table from this table as well, which is the backend name for this table is sys underscore d sorry, sys underscore db underscore object. Okay, otherwise if you will type here table, okay, then you will find it from system definition. You can open from there, and from here you can actually create a scoped application, and you can also create your uh, like uh, like global tables as well. Okay, from here also we can do it, but I do not want anyone to get confused right now. This is also one way to create tables, but we are creating tables from here. Okay, all right. So what is a table? Table is basically, when it comes to, all of you are correct actually. The table is the one that stores the data, right? Okay. But how does it stores the data? That also matters. So it stores the data in the form of, okay, row contains, column contains field. Okay. Yes, column does not contain fields. Actually, columns are called fields. Okay. All right. And rows are records. Okay. Rows are, okay, rows are synonyms to records. Okay, one row is representing one record. It is actually, you all are aware of the spreadsheet, Google sheet, right? Okay, so there we have got rows and columns, right? Here as well, and ServiceNow is based on a structured database. Okay, it is a structured, it is relational database basically. So when it comes to relational database, data is basically saved in the form of table, where rows are records and columns are the fields. Okay, everyone is clear with this? Okay, most of you are actually clear. All right. Okay, now let me click on create a blank table. Why? Because if you have already a sheet, then you can also use this import a spreadsheet. Okay, but right now I want to create a blank table, so I will be clicking on this and continue. Now when you are creating a blank table, you have got two options. Okay, one is create new table, another one is create from an extensible table, right? Okay, so I want to create a new table. All right. Now, at this point of time, when you are creating the table, this is very important. Okay. This, obviously, the name of the table is important. Okay. So right now, the name of the table should be, in this case, uh, we can name it like employee request table. Okay. Or equipment request table, because employees are basically requesting for a specific equipment, right? So we can name it as equipment request. And whenever you see this table name is like happening like this, just add an extra name. Okay, so that it stabilizes. All right, because it is searching if this kind of table already exists in the database or not for the table name. Okay, though the table name prefixes are actually going to get added with each and every table, so don't worry for that. Now here, it's taking a lot of time. Just give me 1 second. Let me reload this. Okay. Don't worry for this. Okay, everyone. Just do this. Wait for some time, because it will search the name of the table if it is available with this specific prefix or not. Okay. So it will do a search for that in the database, because even now a lot of people are creating custom tables through the PDI. Okay, that's why. Now, one more thing, I want this table to make extensible. You guys have an idea about extensible tables, okay? Or parent and child relationship in ServiceNow tables? Any idea? Okay. Yes, task table. Someone is saying base table. Okay,
Base table,
task table
exactly.
is, yes. Uh, All right. Task table is. Mhm.
Incident mother, right?
Yes. Incident is actually the task table. Sorry, incident is actually the
Mm.
child table of the task table,
Task
right?
table. Yes.
Yes. Task is a parent table. Okay. Now this has got stabilized. Now I can do make extensible. So when we will click on make extensible, if we think that in future we want to make this table as a parent table, okay, or you can leave it right now when you are creating it, not a problem. You can later on, as I said, we can go to the sys underscore db underscore object table or the tables, and from here also you can actually make the changes. All right. So it's not like that, that whatever the changes you are doing here, it is the final change. Okay. All right. So right now I am not making it extensible. It means that it is not a base table. Okay. Because base tables can behave as a parent table in the future. Okay. So I'm just creating it as a simple table. Okay. Once I click on the make extensible, it would become a base table. Okay, because it does not have a parent anyways. Even if you do not click on this, it is a base table because it does not have a parent. Its existence is on its own. So base, there is a difference between a base table and a parent table. Okay, you all know about the CMDB CI table, right? Idea, you guys have idea about that table? Anyone? So what is the parent table for that table actually?
CMDB.
Yes. Okay. So basically CMDB is the base table. Okay. And CMDB CI, what is that? CMDB is the parent and also the base table. Okay. And from this table, we have got just one table, which you always use, which is also called the configuration item table, right? CMDB underscore CI table. Now from this table, actually almost 500. Okay, this is a parent table, but this is not a base table. The reason is that it has got a parent. Okay, all right. So base tables can be parent table as well. All right, and parent table cannot be a base table as well. This is also true. Okay, in both the cases. Now it has got a lot of table like CMDB CI hardware, CMDB CI software. Okay, a lot of, now the software table has got changed in the latest version. So but a CMDB CI computer, so these are the table. Okay, so these are names like this. Okay, because they are coming from this parent. So in this case, CMDB, you can say that it is the grandparent of this CMDB CI computer, CMDB CI software, etc. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go back. Now here, I'm not making it extensible right now, but I will add the auto number. Okay, here you can change the prefixes. You can change the starting number as well, but I'm keeping it same and number of digits in total. You can decide whether you want 7, 8, whatever. Okay, and click on the continue. Now here the existing role that I had is the admin role, and I want to give admin all kind of access like to create, read, write and delete. So I am clicking on this all and continue. So what it will do, it will now create my table. Okay, everyone is clear now? Any question so far?
Busha, I have a question quickly.
Yes.
So if you give access to admin on the table level, sorry, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
put it the other way. If you give access to the admin to the application, but you don't give access to the admin on the table level, will they have access to the modules?
Mm, no, access to the module is different. Okay. So
Mhm.
given access to the application, okay, if you're giving access to the application, they can access the application. But if you're not giving the access to the modules, they won't be able to access the modules. Okay. All right. So
No,
modules are, we
I didn't get
haven't,
that clear.
no.
So, for
Okay.
example,
No,
you don't
I,
have
I
access.
didn't. Mhm.
If
So
the admin doesn't have access to, let's say a user doesn't have access to the table, but you give
mhm.
access to the module, will they have access to the, let's say a list of records, will they
No,
have access to the
no,
records? Okay.
no. Okay,
So
they
there
won't
must
have
be access
access.
to the table.
Yes. Okay, they
Okay.
having the access to the table does not mean having access to the list of records as well. You might have seen a lot of time that a person who is uh, ServiceNow constrained this message, okay? Because you are able, you have access to the table, but you do not have access to read the content of the table, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
that is restrictive, but you can still, you can go here, you can search the table, okay? From here the modules are searchable, okay? You can go and search from here, but when you open the table you don't have access. You might have seen this, right, happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it entirely depends on the access, but here for the table as well I have given access to the admin, okay? And suppose you are creating a module and there you are not giving access, okay? So even if you have access to the table, you would not be able to find the module here, okay? You won't be able to find, but if you do remember the backend name of the table, you can use that and open it, okay? Clear?
Oh
So
yeah.
all right, so it entirely depends. You have to, that's why it is asking the access at each and every step. And if you are not giving, like, if you're not adding any role, then it is accessible to everyone. Remember that. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here right now it has got zero fields. Okay. Not actually zero fields. It will create 7 fields out of box will get created for this table, but I want to edit this table. Okay, so once you will click on the edit table, you will find that it has got a few fields out of box. Okay, like update field, updated by, create field, created by, all these fields. Okay, so now this is just just a tour. Okay, so we are not going into that right now. We will be creating fields. Okay, so as I said that we have got few fields, like 6 fields have got added here. Created, created by, number, updated, updated by, and updates. Okay, number field is because of the extent sorry, auto numbering that we have added. Okay, because of that. All right, now let's keep adding the fields. Okay, so when it comes to the equipment, okay, what are the fields that we need? First of all, who is requesting, right? Okay, who is requesting for the equipment? So that would be the requester. And you don't have to write the column name, it would come on its own. Okay, another thing is string. No, it should be it
Actually,
should be a
sysid
ref.
will be the default column. Sysid should also be there, no, as a
Yes,
default web
yes,
field.
yes, yes, yes. It would be there. Sys ID would be there. Okay. Right now, as I said, now 7 would be there, but right now it is showing 6. No problem with that. Okay. It will get updated. So what we want to refer this table to the user table. Okay. Everyone is clear?
Yep.
Requester. Who is the requester? The person who wants to place a request for the equipment. Okay, and obviously who can place a request, you must be an employee of the company. So that's why we are using the reference field here. Anyone has any idea about the reference field? Okay,
Means referring from the other table, like a user table or
yeah,
Oh,
reading.
which
it's
is
kind of
mhm. Yes,
it's the
go
index
ahead.
field, right? Index field, kind of.
No, um uh like it is, yes, you can actually give different names, but it is basically referring to another table. It is kind of foreign key. Okay,
Foreign key,
you can
unique key, yeah.
yes, yes, a unique key is different, but here it is kind of foreign key. Okay, that is referring to other table. Okay, kind of relationship. Okay, so this
Can we also
request.
say when you want to, you're referencing the field when you want to pull in data from that field, from that table, right?
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. So whenever we want to pull the data from the user table. Okay, so the data does not exist on this table. The data actually exists on the user table. Okay, but what we are doing, we are referring to that data. Okay, so that's why it is called a reference field. Another field that we are going to add is choice field. It could be a string field. Okay, so it entirely depends on now equipment type. What could be the type of the equipment? Now for this, you guys will be telling me what should be the type of the field. Okay, in the chat please add what should be the type of the field for this one.
Choice maybe.
Okay, who said this? Go ahead guys, put it in the chat, or you can unmute as well. So it should be choice field. Now let me know that what should be the choices. Okay, so there are two things: drop down without none and drop down with none. So I want drop down without none, because if you are here you will be requesting for some equipment, right? So that's why. Now what could be the possible choices?
Laptop,
Hardware,
Lots of.
software.
hardware.
Okay, no, we are
Hardware,
especially equipment. It is for equipment. Okay, so
and
mm-hmm.
Laptop,
Laptop.
mouse, keyboard,
laptop, mouse.
headphone,
Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Mouse. Then,
headsets,
Headphone,
headphones,
okay, keyboard. Then headset. Okay,
bag, maybe
mom. Hmm?
company bag.
Company bag. Okay.
charger, laptop charger.
Charger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are getting the
Mobile phone.
laptop, okay, yeah, mobile phone. So you will also get the charger, right? Okay, but yeah, it is also possible that the laptop charger is not working. Okay, laptop charger. Okay, and anything else? So a lot of things, like you can also go for the tablets, right? Request. Um, and
Cables, HDMI cables, etc.
okay, I have to keep creating the choices, but I think 8 choices are enough, right? For now. So let me
Yeah.
click on the tongue. Okay, right. Okay. Now, yes, guys, you can actually, everyone, you can add as many choices, and you can actually change these choices, rebuild it as well. Okay. Now, when you are doing this, you have to also add the description. Okay. Like item description. Okay. So when you are adding a description, what type of field it should be?
String.
Okay. And as you are adding description, so we will be changing the maximum length. We can make it 250. Okay, or 300 characters. Okay, all right, all right. Now the next could be the quantity, right? Okay, so what should be the type of the quantity?
No,
Integer.
Hmm?
Integer.
Okay, who said
integer. Yeah,
this?
that's very.
Okay, whoever said this, that is correct. It should be integer, of course. You cannot take the float or decimal value. Okay, why? Because no one is going to give you these things. Chair. Okay, Rohini is saying the chair. Okay, nice, Rohini. Okay, but I missed. I'm so sorry. I just saw your message. All right. Okay, now let's create another field, everyone. Obviously now the cost does matter, isn't it? Okay, so estimated cost of the thing that you are requesting for, then only will come the approval, right? Okay, so estimated cost, what it should be?
Float maybe.
Currency.
Float.
Currency. Float. Yeah.
Okay, or we can also go with decimal, because we have got the decimal as
Oh.
well here. Okay, so we have got the decimal value, we can go with the decimal values. Okay, one more field. Okay, now there should be someone who will fulfill your request, right? Isn't it? Hmm? So which field it should be? Someone who is fulfilling your
Reference
yes,
field.
Assign.
yes, assigned to. Okay. So all of you are correct. Assigned to, and that must be a reference field. So, but which table it will refer to?
Sys user
User.
group table.
Okay, very good. This user table. Of course, the person who is going to like do this, he or she must be an employee, right? Okay, so assigned to field. Now, why you need this? Okay, you are asking for it. So, like Rohini said, that chair could be also one of the equipment. Okay, maybe the chair is broken or something. So you have to give the justification as well, right? Okay, that why you need this, isn't it? Okay, so what should be the type for justification? Obviously a string field, but for justification, we will give at least 400. Okay, all
Okay.
right. Yeah.
That we can
Uh,
put in the description, no?
yeah, we can put it in the item description. Item description will describe, like we are not specifying that the mobile phone, then what kind of mobile phone, right? So in the item description, you can describe about the item, but here in the justification, actually, when we want this field, whenever the cost of the item, okay, is more than certain amount, okay, all right. So sometimes we need to tell say the organization that why we need this much, okay,
More
like
detail.
asking for yes more detail actually, or why you need this, like someone instead of asking for HP laptop or Lenovo laptop, they are asking for Mac book. Okay, so we need some then kind of justification for that, get it everyone? So that's why we are keeping an extra field which we are calling is justification. Okay, one more field which is very important actually, a state field. So a state field, what should be the type of it?
Choice.
Okay, all right, good.
Drop down.
And drop down with none or without none?
Without none.
Also without none.
Yes, without none. So what could be the possible values for the choices? One could be the pending, right? Okay, so whenever the cost
If
goes higher, okay, you need approval. Yes, someone said something. Go ahead, no problem.
One process maybe.
It could be draft, it could be unfulfilled, it could be fulfilled as well. Okay, so we will put it in the draft. Draft in the sense, I saved your request. Okay, maybe I will look at it later on. Okay, and
Okay.
in fulfillment. Now, if someone is requesting for charger, laptop charger, it's not a big deal, right? In fulfillment. Okay, and uh, anything else that we can add?
No.
No,
Completed.
but once you are done with the request, you can close it, right? Okay. So one an equipment is already delivered to you, it should be closed, right? The request should be closed, isn't it? Okay. So we have added 4 stages here, or the states. Okay, but obviously you can add more states. Okay, if you want to. Done. All right. So how many fields we have got added? We have
State.
added requester.
Oh, okay.
We have added equipment type, item description, quantity, estimated cost, assigned to, justification, and state. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
8
5,
fields.
6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. Now let's save it. So how is the session so far?
Superb.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You can drop your answers in the chat. Okay, not a problem. All right, so you can preview it as well. but when you will preview, you will see that, okay, nothing is there, right? Okay, all the out of box field that was added, that is only here. So what we have to do? Any idea what we have to do now? You guys know about the form layout, form builder, all of this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, right then. So what we need to do basically, well, now we need to actually format this, right? Okay, so we will do the formatting. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so we will be doing the formatting, but do you remember I had added a task here as well that I will be creating a module, right? Okay, so everyone is done with their table.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, and what about others? Please put it in the chat. Okay, okay, all right. So right now we will configure this as well. Okay, but before we configure this, okay, let's go here and add our, okay, so this window is open for everyone, right? This one, where I was creating the application menu, isn't it? Everyone is here, right, on this window. Now what we have to do, either you go here, click on the new and create a module, or you can also go here, okay, click on the new file, okay, and search for module and create the module from there. Both is possible, okay. So if I click on the file, I'm just showing you guys, okay. And also from here also we can create the modules. It's not like that. In ServiceNow, the good thing is that you can do the same thing from in different ways, okay. So what I want to add a module. So just type modules. So when you are adding the module, mind it should be sys underscore app module, okay. So if you do not, because both, actually there are three uh, different tables, okay, with the same name. Okay, so if you do not want to get confused, because it is not possible to remember the backend name all the time, so the best thing that you can do is you can add the module directly from the application menu from here. Okay, so just click on the new. It's the same actually. Okay, let me close this one, and you would be able to see the backend name. Okay, this is sys underscore app underscore module. Okay, now the title. What should be the title? So title should be according to the name of your table. Okay, I am just going to create one module. That's why I'm not adding all. Okay, I'm just adding the name of the table. Equipment request. Request table. Okay, now the order, I want it to be on the top, so I'm adding 100. Okay, now the order does matter. The lowest value has highest priority. Okay, you can add the hint here. I'm not adding any hint, but this is very important. Visibility, someone was asking about the modules, right? Okay, so if you do not add any role here, it would be visible. But if you do not have access to the application menu, you don't have access to this as well. But if you have access to the application menu and there is no role added here, okay, then you will have access to the modules as well. Okay, if you are adding a specific roles, then only the person with the specific role will be able to access it. Okay, this is not this has nothing to do with the table. Okay, so I'm again adding admin because this is, workshop. I do not want to confuse most of you. Now the link type, there are multiple link types. As I said, the modules are not compulsory. This is not compulsion that it would be only the table. It could be filter, it could be uh, documentation link, it could be an HTML page, it could be a single record, it could be a page actually. Okay, a report, a lot of thing is there. Okay, so right now we are focusing on the list of records because we want to add the table here. All right, and now the name of the table is employee. Let me search. Employee. Okay, so the name of the table is not appearing like this. So what we have to do, we have to start with X underscore. Okay. Why X? Because it would be easier for you to search using this. But why it is not appearing here? Okay, before we go here now, let me refresh it.
It's
As it is a
equipment request
customized
table, no?
table, maybe it
No,
started
what
with
was the
view
name? Oh,
underscore.
sorry.
Equipment
The
request
name
table.
of the table is equipment. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Mm, I cannot find the one that I'm looking for actually. Yes, it is here. Equipment request table. Okay. So yeah, I forgot that the name of the application is employee request. Okay, so we haven't created any view right now. So we won't be adding any view here. Okay, but you might have seen in the incident table, different views open, right? Okay, if you are opening the incident table from the service desk, the view of the list is different. If you are opening it from the self-service, so it entirely depends on the view. If you have created a view, you can add it here as well. Just click on the submit and done. Okay, and also here updated. Okay, so we are done with this. Now let's go in the main window and see if we can access it. Refreshing it is important. Okay, so it was employee. Mm, there is a lot of employees. So here it is, employee request management and equipment request table, right? You can directly go over here. Okay, everyone is clear?
Yep. Good.
Okay, great. All right, so right now I can close this tab, okay, because I'm done with this. Your table is ready. I can also close this one, okay, and let me close this one as well. Close this one as well. Okay, so I will have just this one. Okay, now the thing is that you want to, okay, we can actually format our forms from here as well. Okay, do you see this forms thing here? Hmm? On the top, when you are inside the equipment request table, in the data window you would be able to see all the columns that you have created, but in the forms window you would be able to see this, right? Okay, so right now it has just got the number. Okay, but there are a few fields which are very important that should be on the form, and here you can design it one column or two column features. You can completely, it's up to you. I will keep two columns. Okay. Now, what are the things that I want? I want the equipment type to be here. Okay, so just drag it. Okay, and you can also drop it here. All right. Another thing that is much easier is that you click on this plus sign. Okay, and you search it. Okay. For example, I want to add equipment type here. So I will just add it here. All right, so number field and the equipment field. Now you want to add more fields, just down to the number field. So click on the plus sign here. Okay, and here what I want to add is the estimated cost. Okay, uh, I don't know from here where it got 12 rupees. Did I add any default value? I don't remember. Anyways, if I have added any default value, I have to remove it. Then I will add the assignment field here as well. Okay, the more field that I need to add is quantity, of course, should be on the form. Okay, then assign, after the sign to, I want to add the state field. Okay, and I want to create a new section here, and let's keep it one section. Okay, and rename it. Okay, so rename it as item details. Okay. So here one of the field that I want to add is item description. Okay. And also the field justification, right? So I have okay, this section was already there, so I'm deleting this one. Okay. I'm pretty much done. Okay, so my customization of the form is done. You just click on the save, and if you go to the preview, okay, so the form will look like this. Okay, everyone is with me till now? What are choice in the state field? Okay, Yasmin, the choices in the state fields are, let me tell you. Okay, don't worry. I think I added pending. Okay, I also added in fulfillment. I also added a draft, and I think I also added closed. Okay, there were 4 choices. Let me put it in the chat. Okay, for your convenience. So one of the choices draft, another one is in fulfillment, and another one is closed, and another one is pending. Okay. Yes. Who is facing the issue? Martha, right? Okay. What kind of issue you are facing, Martha? You can unmute.
Actually, starting I missed for first 10 minutes how to means I know all these concepts how to add the new fields and all I know, but the starting steps I missed. Where to
Okay.
start?
Where to start? Okay. Like how to add the application? Are you talking about
Yes,
that?
yes,
It's
yes,
okay.
yes,
No problem. Martha, when you will, okay, how, you know how to come, go to the ServiceNow studio?
yes, yes.
You know that? Okay, great. So do you see this plus sign here on the left hand side? Create.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
just click on
First,
that.
just
Okay.
a
And
minute.
app.
First, I need to means in the application navigator, I need to type this studio, App Engine Studio.
No,
The first step
go
I
with
want. That's it.
ServiceNow Studio. Okay, we are doing it on ServiceNow Studio because App Engine Studio will also take you to that place also itself. So what you will type here, ServiceNow Studio. Okay, it is
Okay.
the part of App Engine. Okay, here, get it?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you will open it. Once you will open it, it would be like something like this. Okay. Mm,
Remaining all steps I can go to. I know
yeah,
I can
so
do it.
okay,
Thank
great.
you.
So click on this plus sign and then you will be clicking on app and then you would be able to create the application. Okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah, I know
It,
remaining all the steps. Thank you.
okay, okay, no problem. Anyone else who is facing issue, will you share this recording? Okay, yeah, I'll get back to you uh as well. Okay, so everyone who is asking for the recording, I will get back to you at the end, okay, of this session. All right. And but I would prefer that everyone should follow hmm, with me. All right, now here we have actually configured our form, but we also need to configure our list view. So how will we do it? We have already created the application menu. We have already created our table modules. So it is very easy to reach over here. Once you are here, just give a right click on any of the column header and click on the configure and list layout. Okay, just click on that and from here you can, I don't need this, whatever you don't need, just select. Okay, you can select all of them together as well by using the shift key. Okay, but I'm doing it one by one because all right. So what are the things that I need? First I need the number field. The next thing that I need is the quantity field. I want to see that and equipment type, I want to also see that, and estimated cost. and assign to field. But I also need the requester and then the assign to field. Okay, so these are the fields that I want to see. I want to see the requester just after the number. Okay, save. Now what we will do, we will be creating few users. Okay, all right, for this. Everyone is with me up to this, right? Anyone has any question? Okay, yes, you have a question. If you have any question, please drop in the chat. If no, we can go ahead. We still have 10 minutes and then we will take a break. Okay, all right. So now what we will do, our form layout is done, our list layout is done. Okay, so we will be creating data as well, but not now. We will be creating few users. Okay, so how to create users? Anyone?
Okay, go to all and this. Yeah.
Okay, go to all and then which
Users
table?
table.
Administration
Users.
user.
Just under system
User.
Okay,
administration, select users.
okay,
User
very good.
administration.
Okay, so what I am doing, I'm writing the backend name. Okay, but no worries, I will not write the backend name. I'm habitual of writing the backend names. Okay, because it is easy, that's why.
Easy. I
So
know. Yeah.
user, yes. I prefer remembering the backend name of the column.
This
Sorry,
underscore
tables.
user dot list, right?
Yes, sys underscore user dot list. Very good. You can open it from the system security as well. You can open it from the system user guide as well. You can open it. Okay, so the user table remains same. Okay, from the user administration part as well. Okay, so from here as well. Okay, so I am going to open it from here. All right. Now, the first user I will be creating, you, any one of you can give your name. Okay. Volunteer, please, with your name. How to add a U2 number if we missed it while creation. Okay, Yasmin, no problem. I will get back to. Okay, first let me answer everyone to the question that Yasmin has asked. Suppose that we forgot to add the auto numbering for our table, right? Okay, if we do forgot. So I am opening it. This is the backend name for the table. Okay, table. Okay, so you will just write sys underscore db underscore object dot list, or if you do not remember the name of the table, just write the table here. Okay, scroll down, go to the system definition. Okay, and click on the tables here. Okay, all right. So you will be clicking on the tables. Now, once you are here, okay, what you have to do, you have to search. Okay, so searching through the label is much better idea. Okay, and you can type a star. Okay, equipment, because there could be multiple table with the same name. So, and if you do not remember the exact name of the table, so it is always the best choice to go with the star. Okay, all right, like it is kind of contains. All right, so here you can see equipment request table. So we will open this one. If we have forgot the auto numbering, or you forgot about the extension. Okay, you wanted to make this table as extensible, but you forgot, then you will go to the controls, you will click on extensible, and here in the prefixes, Yasmin, you will be adding the prefix, you will be adding the number, you will be adding the number of digits if it does not appear on its own. Get it, Yasmin? Okay, is it clear to you, Yasmin? Okay, great. Now, let me go back. Okay, what we were doing, we were creating a record. So, who will volunteer with their name?
Okay. Yeah, Ram Charan.
Ram Charan. Okay, nice name. All right. So, user ID I'm creating Ram Charan. Are you that hero from the south, Ram Charan? Just asking. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Oh my God.
No,
So,
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I
No,
know that.
Ram Charan is popular now, so.
Yes. Okay. So,
Mhm.
all right. Ram Charan. All right. So I would not add a lot of information here, but don't forget to identify yourself as a human. Okay. So Ram dot Charan and first name, last name. You can also add email ID, etc. Okay, a lot of informations can be added, but I'm keeping it simple. So Ram Charan is going to be the admin. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to add the roles for him. Okay, here is the admin role. Just save it. Okay. So admin has got a lot of power, right? Now Ramcharan has got a lot of sub roles as well. In total, 66 roles. Okay. Now just update it. Now we will create another user. Okay. ITIL user. All right. Who is going to fulfill the request? Out of box, ITIL users are already there. Okay. Let me go back to the user table. So I came here from the history. Okay, if anyone is confused, you go to the your history and remember whenever we hit the update button or the submit button, what it does actually it takes us to the last page that we have visited. That's why I was like rooted to that table. So that's why I went to the history and from there, okay, I'm opening the user form once again because I actually want to create a new user. So who will volunteer this time for the ITL role? Okay, Vishwa, great. You want to volunteer? Okay, for the user, right? Okay, so Vishwa, Vishwa, what is
Hi.
your full name? Yes, hi.
Okay. My name.
Okay, volunteer with your name, Vishwa.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I have
Yes.
only one name, Vishwanath.
Oh, Vishwanath. Okay, so I am making it Vishwa. Okay, let's keep it like this. Vishwanath. Okay. You just have first name, right?
Yeah.
I hope the spelling is correct. Okay.
Correct.
So
Correct. Yeah.
yeah, just save it and we will assign a role to Vishwanath. Okay. And which role I want to assign? I basically want to assign him ITL role. Okay. Let's save it and update. So we are again here, but not a problem. Let's go back to the history and new record. Okay. So we also want someone who will behave as a approver. Okay. All right. Who will approve the request. So who will want volunteer with the name? Number Raju is saying something. Number maintain. What is that, Raju? You were asking some question. Okay. So no one wants to volunteer now. Come on, you guys are so scared. Okay. If no one wants to volunteer, no problem. I will give the name on my own.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
All right. What name I can use?
Rajkumar Rao.
Okay. Yeah, nice name. Rajkumar Rao.
So many
Okay.
heroes.
Rajkumar. Yes, he's the hero. Rajkumar Rao. Okay. So to this person, we will be assigning another role. Okay. Let's see if we have that role or not. If you do not have that role, we have to create that. Okay, so approver. Okay, user. So this role we will be assigning to this person. Okay, and update once again. Again, we will go one last person. Why? Because this person is going to request. Okay, so that's why. Uh, Again, please volunteer if you do not have anything. So Rajkumar Rao and who is the famous cricketer? Um, Virat Kohli, right? Okay. So Virat dot Kohli. All right.
Virat
Kohli.
Sharma.
Virat Sharma. Okay. I don't know. I know about only Kohli. Okay.
No, he no, he married Anushka Sharma, so I said.
Okay. So the surname is changing for Virat. All right. Okay. So now we are actually liberated, I think, in India. Okay. Men are changing their name, surname, I mean. Okay. So for Virat Sharma, actually, you don't have to add any role because he is going to be internal user, okay, who will be having. Now, the problem is that will Virat Sharma have access to this particular anyone can tell me if Virat will have access to to requested what was that equipment request table, will he has access, yes or no?
No,
No,
because
he wouldn't. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
he has no role, right?
Actually, when we were creating the table, okay, and when we were creating the modules, application menu, everything, we said that only the admin will have access, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he, by default, he would not have access. Okay. So what you have to do now, you have to go to the table and you need to change the access everywhere. Okay. All right. So this is what you can do. Even the approver will not have access. Even your ITL user will not have access. Okay. The only person will have access is the first person whose name I forgot I created. Okay. So yeah. Who was the first person for whom I created? Now I have forgot. It was Ram Charan, right?
Ram.
Okay. Yes. So great. I have a great memory. Okay. Don't mind. Okay. Okay, so this was the first person to whom I have given the role as an admin. Okay, so actually he will have access, okay, to everything that I have created so far, but the rest of the people would not have access. So in a like in a scenario, okay, you should always, after creating the roles and everything, you should go to the table, back to the table, and there you will be assigning the roles who can have access. Okay, this is the one thing that you need to do. Now my table is already created, right? So how will I do it? Okay,
Rusha, permit
so
me to ask a question. How many rows are we using here?
we are
So we
using
have
four
approval
different
user.
roles.
Say again, four.
Yeah, we are using
Can you
ITL
state them out? Sorry, I kind of missed that part. Sorry about that.
Okay, so we are using, see, I created four different user. Ram Charan is an admin. I think
Mm-hmm.
Vishwanath is ITL user. Rajkumar
Mm-hmm.
Rao is approver user. And Virat Sharma is a normal user who has this role. SN underscore. Okay, no role has got
Okay.
added for him by default. So let me add it. Okay, so SNC underscore internal role, or it is actually SN underscore internal.
Okay. I
The
got you.
yeah. All right, but I forgot the exact name of that one. Internal. Why it is not coming?
It's there.
What about SNC internal external?
SNNC. SNNC.
Yes, SNC. Yes, I do remember, but it is not coming actually. Read only is coming. Platform setup.
Oh,
Hmm. But the role actually does exist. Okay, let me search with the S and N.
I think it's there.
Where it is.
Now I see it on my own side, on my end.
Okay, I have the latest version of you know, Okay, this role has been basically removed. That's one.
Why can't you add filter?
Yeah, we can also add the filter as well, but the role itself is, removed. If you type your SN, okay, it should start with SN actually. Okay, it is SN underscore internal role.
It's SNC.
Okay, even if it is SNC, it should appear here. So the role does not exist anymore. So you have got SNC underscore platform REST API access and required uh, one. Okay, you can also do the filter, of course. Okay, so includes roles, starts with or contains anything. You can do the filtering out, but the thing is that this role probably does not exist. That's why we won't be able to add any role for him right now. Okay, so what we have to do, you can create a role, okay, for your application. Okay, always remember, you can create a role for your application and assign it to him. All right, then he will have access to the application. Get it? Okay, everyone is clear?
Very.
Yes.
Custom roles, you can create a custom role and assign that role to the table and assign that role to everyone so that everyone have access to that table. Okay, all right, so we can go to the all and we can go to the sys underscore user table and then we can create this role. Okay, I hope everyone is clear with this, right?
Yes.
Okay, and how will you add? It's very easy. You will go over here, okay, inside the application access. Basically we can add the rules here. Okay, uh, but right now it is not visible, but not an issue. Okay, so here can delete application, all application scopes. Okay, it is visible. Caller access, who has caller restriction, caller tracking, so we have selected none. Okay, and for you, by default it has also created, access control. Okay, as you can see here, it will created access control as well, and then you can create the roles and that can be assigned over here as well. Okay, so now for now we are keeping it to the admins only. Okay, because we are not going to experiment with other roles for now, but admin has access over here. Okay, so the name of my table is equipment request table. Admin has full access to this. Okay, so always remember, when you are designing, first design the users and then design the table. That is also going to work. Okay, everyone, clear? Hey, come on, say yes or no in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Explicit
Nice,
role
nice,
plugin
perfect.
is missing. Yes. Yeah, Shri. Okay. So see, as we are moving ahead with Zurich now, a lot of changes are coming. Okay, so don't worry if there is. Okay, I have got the latest version today itself for this workshop. I got this. Okay, so no worries. You can get this plugin. Okay, a lot of changes are coming. Even for the admin roles, the changes are coming. Okay, all right. Okay. Anyone has any question, or we will be taking a 10-minute break now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. No problem. You guys who wants to take break, they can take a break, or who wants to like work on the things that they are lagging behind, they can work.
Okay. Thanks.
And just one question, like once we created that application, so we need to publish it, right?
No, no, no. You cannot publish it in the PDIs. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because earlier we were not able to publish, but maybe we do have that access, but I don't think we have access to publish any of the application right now. Okay, but you can access. Publishing means that would be available for the third party on the store as well. Okay, so even without publishing you can use it. Okay, all right, so you don't have to publish it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks.
I'm taking a 10 minutes break.
Right.
Hello, I'm back, everyone. All right.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. So everyone is here back. All right. So before we go ahead, if you have any question, anyone of you, you can put it in the chat.
The recording has stopped. I don't know.
The recording has stopped. It's so. Yes, Malikarjun, you have a question. I think the recording is actually working. Is it a stop for you? Okay, let me reshare. Probably you are facing the issue with the reshare. Okay. If my screen is visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Recording is on. Okay, Malikarjun, what you want me to explain, please let me know so that I can start from there. Go ahead, you can unmute yourself, not a problem.
Mm.
Okay, so do you want to yes, okay. Oh, okay, all right. But I think this is shared by Vishwa, right? Vishwa, for us actually the recording is going on. Okay, maybe you left the session and then you rejoined probably. How to add roles? Okay, adding the roles is easy, not a problem. Okay, so suppose okay, where were we? So first thing is that if there is an existing role or not, right? Okay, so if there is an existing role, then there is no problem at all. If the role, I mean, the role does not exist, then what you have to do? So you have to go to sys. Okay, I'm not writing the backend name. Just type the roles. Okay, and you will go to user administration. Okay, and here you have got user roles are here, right? Group roles are here as well. Beside that, you are going to users and groups, and this is part of the system security, and click on the roles. Okay, so the backend name for this table is sys underscore user underscore role. So suppose I want to create a specific role, okay, a custom role. Okay, so just click on the new and write a custom role here. Now the problem is that I am actually inside a specific scope. Okay, so whatever the role I will be creating, that will be only available inside this application, and the prefix, okay, would be this x underscore 1533349 whatever, and then the suffix. Okay, so suppose I want to user, okay, or you can say that he is the requester. Okay, so I am giving a special role name which is requester. Okay, who is assigning? You can assign the role. Okay, maybe admin is assigning this role, so you can add this role here as well, that who can assign this role. Okay, so only the admin can okay, not the name, actually name should be system. Hey, why it's not? Okay, so this is the role actually, because as we are inside the custom application, so only this person who has a role, okay, assigned by this. Okay, so if you are inside this custom application, as this is a custom application, okay, that's why. So assigned by this person, only this person can assign this requested role to a person. Okay, so submit. Now we have created this user, and the name of the user was something. So I will go to the uses user table and Virat Sharma actually. Okay. So to this person, actually, we are inside the custom, okay, application. So you just click on this edit, and the role that I have created is called requester. So you can search, either you can filter out, but the role will start with X underscore something. Okay. So requester role. Okay. Just assign that role. So now this role can be assigned only by the admin themselves. Okay. So that's how you will be creating a custom application and you will be assigning the role. Okay. Get it? Yes. Okay. So everyone, for you, no recordings will be provided actually. Okay. As this is a live session. Okay. So please take the maximum use of the session, everyone. All right. Okay. If you have any question, please drop in the chat. Okay. Now the next thing is that how to add the roles to your already created table, right? Hmm. Yes. So here you can see that this particular application is accessible from all application scopes. Okay. And when it comes to control, okay, so it is extensible live, but the thing is that you do not have option to add roles here, okay, anymore, right? Okay, so one of the thing is that when you are creating, because when we created this application, we made it compulsory that only the admin has access to it, but at that point of time itself, okay, you can decide who will have access. Okay, so if you make it allow configurational changes, so whoever will have access, like can read, can create, or can update, you can also allow this access, can delete access as well. Okay, now in the control, you can go for the live feed if you want to. Okay, but you can see here we cannot create security rules are required if anyone other than an administrator needs to work with this table. So now what you have to do, to access this table, okay, you need to create ACLs on this table. Get it? We need to create ACLs to get the access, but that is not the part of the agenda today. So I won't be able to see you, show you how to create the ACLs, okay? Because that is not the agenda, part of the agenda. Okay, that's why. Otherwise, you can actually create, you know, access control list, and there you can specify the role that I have created. Then this person Virat Sharma will have access to the table. Okay, everyone is clear with this? Okay, all right, any question so far? Okay, now if you actually impersonate as Virat Sharma or someone, we are creating the custom table. Okay, so custom tables are different from the global table. Always remember that. Okay, so whenever you are doing it, and later on, if you want to access it, like it was request, no, what was the name? It was equipment. So requested item, he has access to the requested item, but he does not have access to this one. But there was one person, I think, whose name was, what was his name? The first person to whom I gave the access, admin access. Okay, who was he? Ram Charan. Okay, thank you, Ram Charan, for reminding me. Ram Charan. Okay, let's try as Ram Charan. And equipment. Okay, So he has access to the equipment request table, because when I created the table itself, I mentioned that admin will have, by default, admin will have access. Okay, so whenever you are creating the table itself, either you give the permission there, okay, or what you do, you create ACLs. Okay, everyone is clear with this? I am unable to practice while attending the live session at the same time. Could you please share the recording? This will help for us to participate. Practice later. Thank you. Okay. All right. Everyone is clear with this, right? Okay, so Ram Charan has access because he has the role, admin role assigned to him. That's why. So anyone who has the admin role assigned, they will have access to the table. They will have access to the application menu and the modules. If you want to give access, explicit access, then create ACEs for it. Okay. All right. Now our next focus is on the business tool. Okay, but before we start with the business rule, anyone has any idea about the business rules? Go ahead, put it in the chat.
Business rule is a server-side scripting
Mm-hmm. Okay,
which we
good.
use for the any database operations like any CRUD operations.
Okay, CRUD operations, very good. Mangesh. Okay, and what about others? So I'm
Which
not
works
asking it.
basically on the form
Uh-huh. Okay,
before
on the form.
after.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And anyone else?
It is used
Trigger.
to do database operations in the backend.
Okay, very good. Okay. Anyone else? Trigger. Okay, Malika Arjun is saying trigger. Okay. And anyone else? Go ahead. You can put it in the chat if you know the definition. If you don't know the definition, not a problem. Okay. So basically, what is a business rule? As all of you have answered it. Okay. Business rule is nothing but a server side script. Okay. And where does it execute?
On the server
Where
side.
will it execute? Yes, on the server side, in the sense like it will execute on the server, right? Okay, and it can perform basically four kind of operation, which is also called the CRUD operation, right? Okay, so when it, okay, so CRUD operation means C stands for creation. Okay, means creating the data. R is for reading the data, that is also querying the data, existing data. U is for updating the data, and D is for deleting the data. Beside that's when, okay, all right, when it will execute, that is also one of the things. So let me create a new business rule. Please be with me. Okay, I'm going to create a new business rule, but before I do create, I will explain few things. Okay, and then we will be doing it. All right, again, we are creating this business rule in the custom application, all right, which is employee request management application. Okay, so by default, when you are creating a business rule, okay, that is before business rule. If you do not add, click on the advanced. Okay, so this is the before business rule. This is taking time. Let me reload it. Okay, anyone has any idea about the before business rule or different types of, okay,
Before
different
after
types?
display we have before business rule
Mhm,
will run before performing any operation in the database. After will execute when some
mhm.
action gone trigger.
Okay, and we have got a sync. Okay, yes. What is a sync? What is the difference?
This
Okay, display.
display with the help of display we'll get data from server via g underscore scratchpad object.
Okay. Okay, very good. Who is saying this?
So
Before
Maya
form
actually
is
the name is
getting
Maya.
loaded,
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, Sachin. Go ahead.
yeah, before the form is getting loaded, with the help of an display business rule, we can fetch the details through a client script.
That is in case of the display business rule, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So display business rule basically will work with the onload client script. Okay. And the G scratch pad, okay, the global object is available only for that period of time. Okay. All right. So there is a lot of thing when it comes to development. You can use GS Scratchpad there. Glide Ajax can be also used. Get references also can be also used. But why we should use GS Scratchpad and why we should use Get Reference or Glide Ajax? It is entirely in depth. If you have in depth knowledge of the development, then you can say the differences. Okay. But yes, there are four types of business rule. Okay, depending on the point of execution, basically. Okay, not on the point of the type of operation. On the basis of the type of operation, there is four types, which is insertion, updation, deletion, and query. Okay. All right. So by default, business rule can be actually created on any table. Okay, the first thing. And if you do not click on the advanced, by default is it is a before business rule, right? Okay, there you do not need to write any script. Okay, in case of the before business rule. But we are going to create a test BR. Okay, you guys can name it like request, auto request, fulfillment, something like that. Okay, it is entirely up to you. And the name of the table would be equipment. Okay, so for now, I'm just selecting the name of the table and everything, and I will save. But before I start writing anything here, okay, I want you to explain that why we are doing it. All right. So let me go to this table first, which is equipment request table. Okay, so here we are. So in this scenario, what happens? As I told you, estimated cost, right? Should not go more than certain amount, right? If it is going more than certain amount, for example, it is going beyond 500, 600. Okay, so at that point of time you need someone who is going to approve it, right? Okay, uh, getting it? So one more field is required here, which is the approval field. Okay, we forgot to add that field. But estate field I have added. Okay, that we can see in the form itself. Okay, so the estate has got, oh, there is, I have added it with the none, but no problem. Okay, so what will happen? It should go to the estate, should change to the pending. Okay, all right, everyone is clear? Okay, its state should change to the pending if you have requested for an item where the estimated cost is going beyond your what, $500 or 500, no, I won't say that 500 rupees, obviously. Okay, because in India you cannot buy anything in 500 rupees. Okay, so maybe 50,000 if it is going beyond 50,000, but we will be considering here in the dollar because it is less. So, the unit is small. Okay, that's why you don't have to write a lot of things. Okay, everyone is clear what we are trying to achieve? And if the amount is less, then the state will directly go to in fulfillment. Okay, and you can, yeah, and you can assign it to a specific user who will fulfill it. Okay, everyone is clear with this, right? Why we are creating this business rule? Okay, all right. Service side data comes into client side. Okay, SS data. Server side. Okay. All right. I am learning a lot of abbreviation today. Okay. So now you can see this is like advanced is not clicked. And here what you can do, you can filter the condition. You can add the actions. Okay. When you are adding the actions, you can set the field value, okay, to a specific thing. So here itself, what you can do, but there is no if else. Okay. So that's why what we will do, we will click on the advanced. Once you click on the advanced, you have got the options. Okay. The four options: when, before, after, async, display, and depending on the operations. Okay. So, and one more thing, as you guys are here, I want to explain one thing, how the execution of the business rule work. Okay, if there are multiple business rule on a particular table. Okay, so the first thing is the query business rule will work first. Okay, query business rule. So if there are, okay, so first this operation, query operation will be executed. Okay, then comes the display. Okay, that is the next one. Display business rule means depending on the when. Okay, comes the display. Let me put them together. And then comes your before business rule. Okay, before is always like before the data gets submitted to the database. Okay, this business rule will execute. Then comes your the next one, which is your async or after. Okay, both behave in the same way except for one thing. Async is actually like it is asynchronous in nature, after is synchronous in nature. Okay, I can hear myself. Okay, so this is the first will execute, then only if there are multiple business rule, okay, on the same table. This is the order of the execution. This is also called the order of execution. Okay, all right, everyone is clear with the order of the execution. So here what we are going to do is we are going to create, everyone is clear now, right? Anyone has any questions? Okay, if you have any question, let me know. Will you be providing the code? Okay, yes, Hasna, why we
I
are,
have a question about the order of.
yes, you have the question regarding the order of the business rule, right? Yeah, Hasna, you are on mute. Please tell me what is your question, and I will get back to you, Mata. Okay, yes, Hasna, you are on mute. Anyways, so I'm considering that you have questions related to this, like why related to the order. So as I said, depending on the operation, we have got four operations, which is insert, update, delete, and query. Okay, and we have got four uh, types of business rule. Okay, depending on the time of execution. Okay, like where and when it does execute. So always remember, it is a business rule, it is a server side script, so it will definitely execute on the server. It cannot execute on the client side. Okay, that is the first thing. Now the next thing is that depending on the operation, what is, if there are multiple business rule created on the same table, then which will have the precedence, which will execute first. Okay, so another thing is that if you have got an order, okay, you can change it through the order, but if each one of them have got the same order, then which one will execute first? Okay, do you hear me? No, Hasna, I cannot hear you. You are,
And now,
yeah,
what about
now I
now?
can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm just wondering about the after and async business rules. Are they executed
Mhm.
at the same time?
No.
If, for example, we have an after business rule
Mm-hmm.
with the same order of another async business rules, which one is
Mm-hmm.
executed first?
Okay. So always remember there is two terms, async, okay, or asynchronous and synchronous, right? After after rule is synchronous in nature. Async business rule is asynchronous in nature. So we do not guarantee the execution of the like exact time of the execution. We can do not guarantee this with async business rule. Okay, everyone. We do not guarantee it. Okay, it can execute immediately. Okay, after the data gets saved to the database, it can immediately execute, or it can take some time. The time can be 1 hour, 1 second, 1 minute. We do not know. It entirely depends on the availability of the server. Okay, clear everyone? But when it comes to the after business rule, it is synchronized. Okay, the data will get saved on the database, and immediately after that, after business rule will execute. Okay, everyone is clear the difference between the async and after?
Yes, it's clear now. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so Mata is saying that, can you repeat? Yes, why not? So the thing is that when it comes to async business rule, it is asynchronous in nature. Okay, asynchronous in nature. Asynchronous means it does not guarantee the point of execution in time. Okay, it does not guarantee that at what time it will execute. Okay, synchronous means it will execute immediately. Okay, synchronous and asynchronous. So after business rule is synchronous in nature, it will, the moment the data gets saved, after business rule basically executes, the data gets saved in the database and then it executes. Okay, all right, or async also execute in the same manner. The data gets saved on the database and then it executes, and then it will perform another database operation. Okay, so but in case of async, there is no guarantee. Okay, that when it will execute, it may execute immediately, okay, after the database operation, or it can execute after 1 minute, 1 second, 1 hour. Okay, or it may not execute if the server is really busy. Okay, all right, so that's why you will be using async business rule only in those scenarios where losing the information, okay, losing the data is okay for you. For example, sending notification to someone. Okay, if that is okay, you can use async business rule. Okay, another thing, async business rule executes in the background and it does not halt the database operation. After business rule will actually execute the data, like halt the database operation, the next database operation that is supposed to be executed, it will halt it, it will execute itself first, and then the database operation will be performed. Okay, clear? Everyone is clear? Okay.
No, if there is no uncertainty, means if there is a uncertainty, then why
Yes.
they added async? That is the
Okay,
question.
see, whenever we have like a sending notification, okay, so if the notification is not that much important, you can use async business rule. Okay, whenever there is uncertainty, like whenever you can actually bear the loss, okay, then only you will be using it. And also, like in most of the scenarios right now, you have got flow designer, right? Okay, which is in itself async in nature and also sync. So the same thing that you can do right now using the like after business rule or before business rule can be implemented using the flow designer as well. Okay, all right, so it is better to go with the flow designer where it will provide a better operational, flexibility. Okay, if the server is down or something, it will eventually execute. Okay, all right, everyone is clear? So whenever you are, okay, like just suppose that you are going to an ATM. Okay, I'm giving an example from the real life. So what happens when you are going to the ATM? So the entire process is actually synchronized. By the time you are inserting your card and you are withdrawing the money and you are removing your card, this is in the sync. But when you get the notification, sometimes you may get the notification that you have withdrawn this amount and your current balance is this, right? Sometimes you may not get the notification as well. So if you do not get the notification, do you start panicking? Do you start panicking? No, right? We do not panic. Yes. Okay, who said that? Yes. Okay, so we do not start panicking, okay, because we know that uh, we can recheck, right? Okay, we can recheck the account balance and we do not panic. So that part is actually asynchronized. Okay, sending the email notification, sending the push notification, these part are asynchronized in nature. And the rest of the part where the loss of the data can cost millions of dollars to the bank or to the user, that part is in the sync. Okay, like the moment you insert your card and you remove your card, the entire process is synchronized. No other operation can execute in between. Okay, all right, that is the same thing here in case of the after business rule or async business rule. In case of the after business rule, like until it executes, the entire thing is completed, no other operation will be performed. Okay, all right. Get XML. Okay, so get XML is not related to business rule. Okay, all right. If now everyone is clear now, right? Okay, so we will be inserting and we will be updating as well. Okay, what would be the action here? We will go to the advanced and we will be writing some code here. So where cost, if you do remember, I have created the estimated cost as decimal, right? So I will be using parse float and to convert it into float value. So current dot, what is the name of that? Estimated cost. Okay, so this is what I have got. And now I have to write a simple code. And Martha was like, why we are creating this business rule? So we want to automate this part, Martha. Okay, that's why we are creating. So if you are like requesting for an item, okay, which is like costing less than $500, then it will directly go to the fulfillment part. Okay, if you are requesting for an item which is costing more than 500, then the state will get changed to pending. Okay, because you need an approval in that case. Okay, that's why. So first you will get an approval and then only you would be able to like uh, then the state will change to the fulfillment. Okay, all right.
Hey, hey Gausia, Shah this side. So I
Yes.
have added
Okay,
one diagram in the chat. You can use that
okay, sir.
for, continuing your business rule concept.
Sure, sir, thank you. Yes, okay, so let me get it. Okay, so everyone who is facing the issue, okay, because I simplify this, I think too much for you guys. So here is the diagram as well, okay, and you would be able to see how the operation is going on. So first is the query business rule. It will execute first, then the display, and then the before business rule, and then after or async. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's come back, and if cost is greater than 500, okay, if the cost is greater than 500, then in that scenario what will happen? Now tell me what should happen. The state should change, right? Current dot state should change to what?
Pending.
Pending. Okay, correct. Okay, current dot state should change to pending actually. Okay, anyone else who wants to answer? Okay, the answer is very obvious actually. Now what? Okay, do I know the backend value for this? Okay, so okay, you can click on show a state. Okay, And from here, or you can simply do one thing, go to configure choices, or better you go to configure dictionary, because I don't have SN utils, okay, on this particular one, that's why. Okay, so my double click is not working right now, so I will go to the choices and see the value. So the value is pending here. Okay, so I will use this value. Okay, so it is going to be the pending. Okay, all right. So value does matter, not the label. Okay, remember that. So if the cost is greater than 500, it should be this. Else, you can simply say that, okay, current dot state would change to what? Another value I need to see, which is in fulfillment, which is in underscore fulfillment. So the best idea is that you copy it from here itself and then you use it. Okay, so far it is. So far it is clear to everyone.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we are done. Simply save it. And I think I already have. No, I do not have that. No worries. I will open. I will create a new one. Okay. So the cost is suppose 500. Okay. And equipment type is laptop. All right. Item description. Okay. So anything you can write, that's your choice because it is just a test, and save. So here you can see the state has changed to in fulfillment. What is the reason? Because the estimated cost is less than like not greater than 500. This is what I have written here. So if the cost is greater than 500, then only it will go to the pending. Like you are adding a value greater than 500. It could be 501 point something. Okay, like that. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Is everyone with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
can you go
great.
back? Let me see let me see the business rule which you put in there. Just want to take a screenshot.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I stop the screenshot. Here it is. Okay.
Okay, I
It
got
is
it.
a
Thank you.
okay. Now here you can actually modify more. Like you can say that okay, current dot uh assigned to field is also there, no? Okay. So get the backend name of that field. Show assigned to. Okay. Assigned to. Okay. Dot here what you can do, you can actually get the display value for it. Okay. So current dot assigned to. Okay. Then what is get this specific thing, what we are trying to do is we are trying to set the display value. Okay, by mistake I have written to get. Okay, so we will be setting the display value for which field,
Assigned to.
for exactly. Okay, so any name, any specific name. I have created few values. The one was I think John, or what was that? Okay, now I do not remember the names that I have created. So right now I am using Apple Tutor. Okay, so for the fulfillment, it should get assigned to Apple Tutor. But when I created the user, actually the name was different. I think it was Vishwanath something, Ram Charan. Okay, Ram Charan was the admin. I have forgot, so I'm not using that name. Otherwise, I have to go to the table and see. Okay, so current dot assigned to dot set display value. If the value is, now this particular one will work also when you are updating it. Okay, all right. So you can try to update it and see if it is working or not. $450, and let's save it. Okay, so you can see able tutor and in fulfillment, right? Okay, now if you change it to 500, okay, that's too much. $550, it should go to the pending. Okay, but it is already assigned to able tutor. So what I have to do, I have to clear this field. Okay, all right, everyone is clear how it is working?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, anyone has any question how the business rule is working now?
So, Gosha, I have a question for you. Will
Yes,
you say it's best
yes.
practice to use like what you did the get value assign user instead of using the assigned user? Don't you think it's best to use like the sys of the user in case the name changes, right? So if that name changes, let's say the
Yes,
person is
yes.
gets married in some countries where the lady changes her last name, that
Mm-hmm.
business rule wouldn't work, right? So wouldn't you say it's best
Exactly.
practice to use
Yeah,
sys?
the
And if
best,
you're going to
the
use that,
best.
how would you go
Mhm.
about it?
Okay, so in that case, obviously you can use the sys ID, but the thing is that here we are assigning to a specific users only, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so yeah, so in that case, if you are creating like it is already a specific user, if you are using a sys ID, sys, when we use the sys ID, tell me, when it is going to be dynamic, right?
Mm.
Okay, so there is no dynamicness here now, there is no dynamic user, right? Whoever is creating, okay, whoever is creating the request, okay, only these two-person, okay, will fulfill, either able tutor will fulfill or this person will fulfill. Okay, so in that case, if you are using set display value, okay, instead of set display value you will use set value, and then you will use the sys id of able tutor. Okay, but
100%.
eventually
Okay.
it would, yeah, it eventually it would be able tutor only because he is going to fulfill. We have got a very small team, right? Okay, now if you want to expand this, right, then we have to create like whoever is the like whoever is the logged in user. Okay, depending on the logged in user, if the logged in user has this specific role, okay, then and they are creating, okay, or updating the record, then the assigned to will get assigned to that person. Get it? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so here you are fixing it. Okay, it is like instead of going with the assigned to, you can go with the assignment group, and the group member will actually assign it to a specific member of the group, right? So right now we do not have a very big team, so that's why it is directly the assigned to two persons are there who will be fulfilling or who will be approving the request. Okay, get it?
Yeah, I know.
That's why. All right. But if you are interested in using the sys id of these two-person, then use set value instead of set display value. Okay,
Okay, that's what I
so
wanted to know. Okay, thank you.
yeah, Abraham Lincoln. I hope the name Abraham Lincoln is correct. Okay, so if it is pending, so it should be assigned to this person. If the cost of the item goes beyond 500, okay, then $500. I mean that. Okay, everyone is clear now? Okay, so it got assigned to Abraham Lincoln. Okay, anyone has any questions so far?
Okay. Uh,
What
could-
are the, okay, Malika Arjun has got a lot of questions. Can you ask me, Malika Arjun, right now? Okay, sorry, I was not looking in the chat. Uh,
Can Nigeria survive the violence? In an exclusive interview, I'll ask the country's new president,
okay,
Muhammadu Buhari.
okay. Yes, Malika Arjun, what is your question? What is this WBR? What are the PR.
Mehdi
Okay.
Haflan also on the show. Before the recent outbreak of violence in Israel and
Okay,
the occupied territories, I
Aidba,
sat down with the
I
retired
think
Saudi
you are.
general who's been in secret talks with Tel Aviv. So, are Saudi Arabia and Israel posing up in a new anti-Iran alliance? And should
Okay, someone is
Palestinians
sharing
be
their
betrayed?
sound. Please
That's our
stop that.
debate. But first, another
Hello.
week, another round of suicide bombings in Nigeria, Cameroon, and Chad. How do you defeat a group as vicious as Boko Haram? With the US
Aidba,
announcing
hello.
plans to send 300 troops to Cameroon to aid in the fight.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry, everyone. Equipment request is a common service request in ServiceNow. Okay, no, it is a custom table that I have created, but yes, okay. So is there any default business rule for the request? As this is a custom table that I have created with Vishwa, right? Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, it was the custom table, right? Okay, I
correct.
created the entire table. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
created the application. Inside that, I created the table itself. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
there
when I
is
save,
no, Mhm.
when
There
I just
is
followed
no
you,
out of box.
mhm.
Yes.
I just followed you and created a business rule and it disappeared. I don't know where it is. How to pull
Okay.
the
So
test
you
BR?
created the business rule, right?
Yeah, test BR. Yeah.
Okay, test
And
PR. So it is easy. You just click on the update. Okay, anyways, if I click on the update, oh, I have forgotten the requester to add the requester, but no problem. Here a lot of thing you can create a UI policy here itself. Okay, make this requester field mandatory, but right now it's not mandatory. Okay,
correct.
so yeah, so you can go to the business rule table. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just open it from here and test PR, right? So just sort it, okay? On the updated field or on the created field, you will get it, okay? Or if you do remember the name of the table, you can search using that table name. Just do this, okay?
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
All right. In this way, you can search it. You get it? Okay.
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
anyone
Engagement.
has any other question, you can raise your hand, put it in the chat as well, and let me set the agenda for tomorrow, what we are going to cover tomorrow. Okay, just give me 1 second. And when we are going to start sharp 7 a.m. today, sorry, tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Not a.m., sorry, that was by mistake. PM, obviously. Okay, we are going to start tomorrow at 7 p.m. And let me share my screen so that I can show you the agenda. Okay, so tomorrow we will be discussing about the client script. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so tomorrow we will be discussing the client script and flow designer. Okay, this is going to be our focus on the same table that we have created today. Okay, everyone is clear with this? Please
Okay.
join at please join at 7 p.m. sharp. Okay. All
Thank you
right.
very much.
No problem. You can put your feedback in the chat, and also please check the link that has been provided. Okay. So please go through it. All right. If you need any consultation or whatever, you can put the feedback. There is a workshop feedback form. Please fill that. Okay.
Okay.
And if any one of you has any question, please clear explanation. Good. Thank you, Magnesh. But please don't forget to fill. Okay. Pradu, please share the link. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll share the link once again. Okay. So for your reference, everyone, here is the link. Okay. Please check out the feedback link, the registration link, etc. Yes, Hasna, please put your yes.
Just a question, please. Not a question, a request. Could you please go back and just share the definition of the table? As I joined the meeting late, I wasn't able to create it with you.
Okay.
So I will be able to get ready for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. You want me to show how to create the table? Is that so?
Just the same table, so I can create it with the same configuration.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll do that. So it is very easy right now that I have already created the tables. Okay. So I do not need to go anywhere. I will go to the table. Okay. And from there, you can take a screenshot for it. Okay.
Okay, I don't see the screen. I'm seeing just Teams.
I'm so sorry. I'm not sharing the screen. How can you see it? Okay, just give me 1 second. I will share the screen. Okay.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Yeah. So the name of the table was equipment. Okay. So if you do remember the label, that will be great. Okay. So just use a star and this, and it is here at the end. Okay.
Okay.
So, but do remember when you are creating this table, create it through the ServiceNow Studio. Okay. Because it is inside uh, the scoped application, which is employee request management application. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you can, you can take the screenshot of this, and then I will show you the columns. Okay. So the control would be like this. All right.
Okay, it's done for me for this
Okay.
part.
And the columns are important because if you do not have the columns, we would not be implement a lot of stuff. So these 6 columns will come on its own, and the sys ID will definitely come on its own as well. Okay. But the rest of the 8 columns I have created. Okay. So you can take the screenshot like this: equipment type, estimated cost, assigned to field, justification field, quantity field, requester field, estate field, and item description. These are created by me. Okay. So please take the
Okay.
screenshot and create the columns according to this. And
Okay, it's clear.
wherever, the type is also given. Okay, so mind it while you create the columns, mind it, and the choices, right? For the equipment type, you can add your own choices, not a problem. But for the estate now, okay, because the business rule depends on the state. Okay, so also take the choices. We have got a specific choices. Okay, so from here you can take the screenshot of the choice as well. So while that you are creating, it will be easier for you. Okay.
Okay, it's done also for this part.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Any other question, Hasna?
Just why the name of the table is starting with annex?
Because this is a scoped application, that's why. So whenever you are creating, always, everyone, remember, when you are creating a scoped application, okay, it will always start with X. Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is something like out of box system. Okay. All right. If you are creating a
Okay.
global one, okay, so it would be different. It would be you. Okay.
Okay, that's clear. Okay,
All
thank you for
right.
everything.
All right. Any other question, anyone?
Not for me. Thank you so much for this session. And
Okay,
can't wait for
Hasna.
tomorrow.
Great. Okay, sure. Sure, everyone. So I'll see you all tomorrow then. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Good night.